Sarvavedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmiham. Verse number 164 onward. Dehatmadhireva nudama sadhyam Janmadi dukkha prabhavasya bijam Yatastatastvam jahitam prayatnad Tyakte tu chitte na punarbhavasad Karmendriyai panchabhiranjitoyam Prano bhavit pranamayastu koshaha Yenatmavanannamayonupurnaha Pravartatesho sakala kriyasu Karmendriyai panchabhiranjitoyam Prano bhavit pranamayastu koshaha Yenatmavanannamayonupurnaha Pravartatesho sakala kriyasu. Right. So the teacher, the Guru now reveals this truth to the student about himself, and very clearly, having revealed the nature of one's own self, that is aham pratyaya gochara, that which is revealed by the word I and not the word I as such. You can work on that all the time, all the time. You know, it's just like you like a music, you like a particular tune, and you go on singing it, whether you are in a bathroom, in your bedroom, or you are walking down, you like that tune. It's like that, if you catch up an idea that is so brilliant, so beautiful, hey, who I am is not the word I, but aham pratyaya gochara, that which is meaning of the word I. And how interesting it is that all of us, all the time, though we are speaking volumes, a lot of words, but all the time our interest is not on the shabda, the word, but only in the artha, the meaning. If it is so, how can I lose myself in one word called I? So, I must see the meaning of it. Why? Because this one word I, aham, has got two sets of meanings, absolute and relative. When the relative meanings are millions and millions of second names, relative meanings, second names, absolute meaning is one, and that is the first, universal first name, and that is the universal being, the nameless. So continuously you are playing all throughout your life the roles and the actor, the name and the nameless. That is where comes your beauty, steadfastness, you become sthita prajna. Sthita prajna means where the prajna sthita, where your knowledge is firmly established. You do not lose sight of yourself again, because any time you lose sight of yourself, unconsciously you jump into other identities. In the deep sleep state, you lose sight of yourself, but doesn't matter to you, because when you lose sight of yourself, think, in the deep sleep state, when you lose sight of yourself, you are not identifying with anything else. That is a pure ignorance, is a bliss. But the moment you lose sight of yourself in the waking state, when you lose sight of yourself, what happens is, not only avarana is there, vikshepa, the projection. That is why the conflict comes in the waking state. There is no conflict in the deep sleep state. No conflict in the deep sleep state. Only in the waking state you have the conflict, because the person is aware of himself and identify with the projections. And that is why, in fact, the whole teaching takes place when? Not in the waking, not in the dream state, not in the deep sleep state. Are you getting that? Only in the waking state. Because waking state only the individuality is confused. Other states it doesn't matter. Deep sleep state doesn't matter. Dream state doesn't matter. Of course, samadhi avastha, when you are with yourself, it makes no difference. So when the person is thus losing sight of himself, is affected. So continuously, all the time, you are aware of yourself. That's what he says. Tasmat tatas tvam jahitvam prayatnat. So dehatma dhireva nrunam asadhyam. The people who without the right discrimination, when they consider deha atmadhi, the body is myself, when you think like that, then only the person gets affected. That is the bondage. Janmadishu, janmadi dukkha prabhavasya bijam. Forgetting yourself, identify with the body, body is born, growing, disease, decaying, dying away. Same thing happens to me. Not only body is born, listen, not only body is born, body is growing, body is diseased, body is dying, but the same thing happens to the thought also. A thought is born, thought is growing, thought is diseased, thought is dying, decaying, completely. Thus, therefore, the person is affected by that, remains affected by that. Therefore, hey, he tells the student, Jahi, may you give up. Give up what? Not the body, identification. Are you getting? Always remember that, because people usually end up in renouncing the world. Are you getting that? How can you renounce something which is not yours? To give up something, it must be yours. Are you getting that? The world is not yours to be given up. The idea that it belongs to me must be given up. World is not mine to be given up. Are you getting that? You cannot give up your body. Body is not yours to be given up. It's continuously growing. You have that sense of belonging. Listen carefully. You have that sense of belonging. You drag the body onto yourself. The body doesn't drag to you, to itself. Therefore, you must very clearly remember these things. That when you are aware of yourself very clearly as to who you are, that time you don't give up the physical body. You give up the identity and then use the body. Are you getting that point? It is like playing a role. Take that example. It is just like playing a role. Remember this, please. This statement you remember, which is coming now, about to come. You playing the role. How do you play the role? You don't forget that you are an actor. You don't give it up. You don't give up. Are you getting that point? You are playing the role. When you are playing the role in a theater, think of it. Playing the role in a movie, when you are playing the role in theater, in a drama, What do? You remember that you are the actor, millionaire actor, but you are playing the role of a beggar. Please sit down and chair. Are you getting that? You just understand that point. How do you act? Even when you are playing the role of a beggar on the stage, you remember you are a millionaire actor, but you are playing the role of a beggar. That is why you become more beggarly than the beggar. You become more beggarly than the beggar. You play the role. If you are a real beggar, it will be painful. When you play the role of a beggar, the real Hitler will not be as ruthless as the actor Hitler. Because he is acting. Are you getting that point, please? Please understand. And while playing the role of a beggar, the millionaire actor doesn't forget that he is millionaire. Understand? Same thing also. While playing the role of a physical body which is changing, dying, aging, you do not forget yourself that you are ageless, changeless, deathless. So in this playing the role of a physical body, you are not giving up the body, but you are not forgetting yourself. Previously, because of ignorance, while playing the role of through this physical body, you forgot yourself. Now you play the role, but you don't forget the actor. Are you getting that? That is how it becomes liberation, freedom. You are totally free within yourself. If the actor forgets that he is an actor, even out of the stage also he identifies the role, what do you say? Paityam. Mad, insane fellow. Suppose off the stage, the fellow was playing the role of Ravana. Off the stage also he behaves like Ravana. What do you say? Paityam Budjirde. The fellow has become mad. What happened? Shh, nuts. You understand, in life? Continuously you are retiring from the stage of life. Listen carefully. Continuously you are retiring from the stage of life. When your father is dead, your mother is gone, you are no more a child. The child's role is retired. In relation to your father and mother, this body is a child, son or a daughter. When they have gone, this body is no more a son or a daughter. Until you marry, it has not picked up the role of a husband or a wife. The day you marry, you pick up the role of a husband or a wife. The day she or he is gone, you are no more husband or wife. You are retiring from the role of husband and wife. The day you get a degree, graduation, post-graduation, you are now a PhD, postgraduate, graduate. That is another role you pick up. And that role gives you a job. You are a manager, managing director. That is a role you play. Then you retire, 50 years, 56, 58 years, retire. Meaning, no more you can say, I am the managing director. You cannot. You go to the same office, people will not recognize after 2 years because the whole thing has changed. Retire. Same thing also, please understand. When the roles are continuously changing, you are retiring from one role to another role, individually is same. I am the same. The body has grown from childhood, youth to old age. The I, yourself, the consciousness, self, Atma, always remains the same. That doesn't change. But while playing the role, if you are identifying the role will inevitably drop out, and that time you feel stranded, miserable, frustrated. That is why when a man goes from your life, or a woman goes from your life, or a child goes from your life, people are so frustrated because he considers himself as a husband or a wife or a mother or a father. And one role drops out, the whole person is devastated. That is why people commit suicide. Because the person doesn't know how to fix his head. Understand? The thoughts drive him crazy. So when thus you see yourself, who the actor, you are the actor, the consciousness, eternal, immortal, absolute, Shivoham, Shivoham. Physical body, Shavoham, Shava. This is a changing Shava. It's a beautiful concept in this tradition. The Shiva, Nataraja are dancing in the cremation ground of this universe. It's a perpetual dance. But the body is changing away. Mind is changing away. Sense organs aging, passing. One thing remains changeless, yourself, absolute. One who knows this, Bhagavan says, Na punarbhavasa chitte tu na punarbhavasa. There is no punarbhava asa. No more rebirth. No more you are coming back again. Because you are always with your own self. Listen carefully. If you have a sense of being born, you cannot escape the idea of dying. Think. 10:17 is born. That means what? Birth of the new minute means death of the previous second. Death of the previous second means birth of a new second. So birth and death, as they say, two sides of a coin. When you say birth of 10:20, it's the death of 10:19. Death of 10:19 means birth of 10:20. So birth is death of the previous condition. Death is the birth of a new condition. If you feel I am born or I am living, you cannot escape the idea of I am dying. Are you getting that point, please? And since if you also feel I am dying, you cannot escape the idea of being born, because death means birth of a new condition. But suppose you say, I am, ahamasmi, you recognize yourself as to who you are, then na punarbhavasa, there is no more identification with the body, changing and dying physical body, but you are with yourself, changeless, deathless, absolute. Thus you are always with yourself. Having told about this gross body, now he goes into the subtle body, and there he very beautifully says, now the Panch Pranamaya Kosha. This is Annamaya Kosha, gross body. Now go to Pranamaya. Karmendriyai Panchabhiranchitoyam, Karmendriyai Panchabhiranchitoyam, Prano Bhavet Pranamayastu Kosha. This is Pranamaya Kosha. What is that? Karmendrihi Panchavihi Anchita. There are 5 organs of action. With that, the prana does everything. Prana, it brings you energy, understand, the force, the strength. Prana is Vayu. This, understand, this prana, when you say Pranamaya, Pranavikara, the modification of Vayu. This Vayu is so important because Yavat Pavano Nivasati Dehe Tavat Pruchati Kushalam Gehe Gatavati Vayu Deha Paye Bharya Vibhyati Tasmin Kai. As long as little ounce of air going in and out, that long everybody loves you. My papa, my grandfather, my grandmother, my mother, my wife, my husband, my child. Why? Because this ounce of air coming in and out. Suppose it goes out and never goes in again. What happens? You are finished. Everybody shall try quick disposal of the body. Completely dispose of the body, quickly dispose of the body. Why? Bharya bibhyati tasmin kai. You are afraid of that body now. Bharya bibhyati tasmin kai. You are now afraid of that physical person. Why? See, quick disposal, ghost may come. A person may hang around in this place. You know, all this type of fear people have. So just think of it. In the presence of the money, people respect you. In the absence of the money, nobody respects you. So whom they are respecting? You or the money? Huh? As long as you are in the job, everybody respects you. The day you go away from the job, nobody recognizes you. So whom are they recognizing? You or the job? Job. When you are young, you get 100 phone calls. when your youth passes, there is no phone call. So whom are they phoning? You are the youth. Are you getting that point, please? So in the presence of the Vayu, in the presence of the prana, everybody loves you, respects you, whatever they do to you. And when the prana goes away, nobody cares for you. So whom they love? You are the ounce of air. Are you getting that? So funny it is, but that is what it is. The moment the prana goes, everybody now goes. Completely they run away from you. Completely they run away from you. So if at all, so this prana is very, which energizes the whole body, pranamaya kosha. Feeling this, first you feed this gross body with food, listen. First you feed the gross body with the food, and when the food is given, with the prana it is all functions taking place. Prana, breathing, listen, prana, breathing, 5 types of vayu. You have seen it in your Tattva. Prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. So prana is breathing, apana is excretion, samana is digestion, vyana is circulation, udana is in your kanthakupa. In this place it is there, helps in higher thinking, and the last moment subtle body moves out of the gross body. So these pranic functions are very, very powerful. That is why when the prana goes crazy, everybody goes crazy. I can't breathe, very difficult. Upon also, what is the excretion of every kind? Suppose your excretions is not correct, swear system is not working, you are dead. Overworking, you are dead. Not working also, you are dead. Apana, please understand, prana, apana. Circulation grows crazy. Circulation means, what is the circulation? The circulation is somewhere you have got a catch. Now you can't look. If you have to look your left, why are you doing that? Because Vayu, the air has stopped here. There is a air lock on your body. You are finished. Vyana, samana, udana. Digestion, same thing also, samanakal digestion. If digestion is something, if it goes crazy again, samana, digestion. So any of the pranic functions when it goes crazy, your organs of action, even your whole body becomes crazy. Organs of action, vak, pani, pada, payu, upastha, your organ of speech, hands, legs and 2 excretory organs, they become very weak, defunct. That is where the prana is weak, you can't speak, vak. Doctor will say, what happened? Why are you like that? Other day you were shouting like top of your voice. Prana is weak. Come here, running. Can't. Why can't? Hands, legs, everything goes crazy. And so this karma, karmendriyani with the pancha kosha, known as the pranamaya kosha, yena atmavan annamaya anupurna. This pranamaya kosha fills up the annamaya kosha. This is the gross body, and in the gross body, the prana is there. Where is the prana? All over, from the top to toe. Circulation is everywhere, breathing is everywhere, all this pranic force, digestion which provides food, it goes everywhere. These things keeps you alive, annamaya kosha. Pravartateshu sakala kriyasu, and the individuality, listen carefully, the I, the individuality, watch out this statement. I, the individuality, feeds the body. Understand? Body does not eat. Body is fed. Most of the time for the pleasure of the owner, not for the requirement of the body. Your blood profile says, no fat, no sugar. You feel like eating fat and sugar. What do you feed the body? Not what the body deserves, but what you feel like. Are you getting that point? So you are feeding the body. Are you getting that? How your body gets destroyed? You feed the body not with what it deserves, but what you feel like. As a result, body starts becoming sick. Okay, and when you eat this food, first you provide strength to the body. With the strength of the body, when you provide this food, that goes into pranic energy. That becomes the prana, strength of the prana, which in turn makes your organs of action very active. Your speech, your movement, legs, hands, to excretory organs, they get tremendous power. That is why the ignorant person, literally like misusing this body, doesn't feed the body for what it needs, but feeds it for whatever it feels like. And when the energy comes, listen carefully, no more it is a functional body, but your movement is more for pleasure. Please ask yourself a question. How much do you talk because it is needed, and how much do you talk because you feel relieved of the pressure of speaking? Are you getting that point, please? How much do you talk? Listen carefully. How much do you talk because it is necessary to talk? And how much do you talk to get out of the pressure of the speech inside the head? Inside there is a pressure. If you don't talk, your head will burst. That is where you catch people and talk. Are you getting that point, please? There are some people, verbal diarrhea. You understand? Verbal diarrhea. Verbal diarrhea means non-stop speaking. If by chance there is nobody, some people are afraid to go near them. Why? If they go near them, he'll catch and talk. You are walking, and the moment you see that he or she is coming from distance, oh. Why do you do that? Because there is a verbal diarrhea coming. What are you doing? Where are you going? Why are you coming here? Oh, what are you doing? Who has the time to talk nonsense? Then you start wondering, nobody comes around me. Naturally, everybody is afraid of your woo. So sit down quietly and see for yourself. Please appreciate. Sit down quietly and see for yourself. How much do you talk because it is necessary to talk? It is meaningful to talk. And how much you talk because nothing else to do, therefore speaking. Some people talk to themselves. They stand in front of the mirror and they will talk. They'll stand in front of the mirror. They'll talk to themselves, make faces. I saw one brahmachari when I was studying one day. I was just going sometime, from my room I am going away, some to go down. Suddenly I hear somebody talking. I said, who is this fellow? Talking loud, like that. Then I went go there in the bathroom, near the toilet. There are two sinks, there are things. This fellow is putting a pagdi, turban. He takes this upper cloth, trying to put it like a pagdi, like a turban, and talks like Vivekananda. He is want to be Swami Vivekananda. I said, this fellow will go nuts. And he really went nuts. After a few days, he, Brahmarakshas, went away. No brahmachari. He became totally mad. Because imagining, continuously imagining. And talking. Think. Same way, every sense organ. Vaka, pani, pada, payavastha. Your hand movement, your leg movement. Is it conscious, unconscious? Some people are fidgety. Fidgety means, if you put them on the lawn, they will mow the lawn in 5 minutes. Simply polluting grass. You just leave them around the tree, all flowers are plucked. There are some people, they go to movie theater. Their hand must go into every looking hole there. So there is a chair, suppose there is a chair with a sponge, and by chance there is a little hole, the hand goes there. And by the time they come out, the sponges are out. Next fellow, boom, will fall onto the thing. The sponge is out. I know a person who was traveling in a plane, not plane, in a bus, market, in a ashram he was coming. He himself told me, he purchased the ticket, held the ticket, then after some time, do you like this? He threw it away. And he has thrown it away. Suddenly the vigilance squad comes. And this, where is your ticket? Now he can't throw it away. He had to pay the fine. He says, Swamiji, I didn't know, I threw it away. That is what you do. Unconsciously, physical movement and hand and throw. Leg also. Hands and legs. Like the people say, no, can you not keep quiet? Your hands and legs are talking. To goda to kotharda guruji. In area they'll say, your hands and legs, are they talking? Meaning, why can't you put your hands and legs steady and sit down quietly? No. Same thing also to excretory organs, especially the procreative genital organ, the sexual organ. Again, drives people crazy. Karmendriya. Understand. All because of the pranic force. Suppose your prana is weak, all your physical activities also will weaken. If your prana is weak, you can't speak, your body cannot move, no hand movement, leg movement, sexual activities goes down. Suppose you are sick, will you think of a man or woman? Rubbish. It's like when you are sick, somebody shows you some nice good food. What do you say? Today only you have to bring the good food? Postpone the lunch. Why? I am not in a good mood. Are you getting that point, please? Because when prana goes crazy, every activity, food, sex, hand and leg movement, everything stops. That is kosha. Now you are witness of all these conditions. Pranamaya kosha. Pravartate so sakala kriyasu. So the I, the individuality, engages himself in all activities through the sense organ, through the organs of action, prana and the gross body. Body by itself does not eat. Organs of action by themselves do not look for escaping. Prana, the force, the power, doesn't enjoy anything. The I, the individuality, experiences everything. Are you getting that point, please? Just like in a position, there is a position of power in the private sector, public sector, government. That position of power doesn't enjoy itself. The man who occupies the position enjoys the power. Are you getting that point, please? Governor's post doesn't enjoy any power. The governor enjoys the power, which belongs to the post. Are you getting that point, please? The power belongs to the post. Whoever occupies that, he enjoys the power. That is why the day you retire, you feel frustrated. Because after that, nobody will recognize you. Why people don't want to retire from politics? Because the day they go, nobody will recognize them. So until the death, they want to hold on to the position. Ishvara, think of it. Long before, please, the positions drop you, the body gives you up, you learn to give up. What? Not the body, but your identity with the body, organs of action, prana. Okay? After doing prana, now these, he'll tell elaborately. What is the prana? Please read. Naivatma pi pranamayo vayu vikara hai. Ganta ganta vayuvat antarvahi resha hai. Yasmat kinchit kwapi navetishtam anishtam swamba anyamba kinchana nityam paratantra naivayamatmapi प्राणमयो वायु विकार है, गंता आगंता वायुवत अंतर्वहीरेशः, यस्मात् किंचित् क्वापि न व्यतिष्ठमनिष्टम् स्वं वान्यं वा किंचन नित्यं वरतंत्र. So this pranamaya kosha you are not. Revealing this body, pranamaya kosha, prana with the organs of action, you are not. Why? Naiva atma api pranamaya. Atma, the sabda, artha sabda of the artha of the sabda atma. The meaning of the word atma, the I, aham, who you are, is not prana, vayu vikara. Because all the prana active, prana apana vyana samanudana are the vayu vikara, modification of the air. And what does this do? Look at this prana. Ganta, aganta, it goes in, comes out. Just like the air goes in and comes out of a cave, goes in and comes out of any places. Now this air also going in, coming out. Ganta, aganta. See that, but this physical body, that is why such a wonder, such a marvel. A little bit of air going it, keeping it going. Oh, that's why suffocate one person for 5 minutes, you're dead. Breathing, suppose the air stops for 5 minutes, what will happen? The entire world will be dead. Just imagine the disaster. And how gloriously we are destroying the whole environment. The black steam, the stink of the chemical compounds, all for paisa, paisa, paisa. You don't get even fresh air to breathe anymore. Fresh air has become so expensive. People have to carry oxygen cylinder along with them sometimes now, I think. No, it's so unfortunate. And added to that, some people who have the habit of smoking, imagine, they create their own polluted air all around them and also freely distribute it to people. Worst thing is adults doing it for children around. They will hold the baby and smoke. I mean, idiots, absolute idiots. Okay, you kill yourself, nothing wrong, but don't kill the babies. Like a man who is speeding. If you are so much speeding, go into some lonely road, go top speed, kill yourself. No, you must go in the top speed in the highway. Why? You die, fine. Why are you killing along with you 20, 30 people? If you want to die, die. What's nothing wrong? Nobody will miss you. You are an idiot anyway. People are disastrous. Please. Breathing. 5 minutes stop, the whole world will collapse. And this physical body is kept alive by the pranamaya kosha. I told you in Tattvavada, the pranamaya kosha is connecting link between the gross body and the subtle body. That is why when the subtle body leaves this gross body, body does not breathe anymore. No pranic function, no digestion, no circulation, no breathing, no excretion of any kind. Body just disintegrates. When you are going to dream, your body is fully asleep. Your gross body is fully asleep. Doesn't participate in the dream. Are you getting that point? Your gross body remains in the gross world. Your gross body does not participate in the dream. The subtle body participates in dream. We see that it comes, Manomaya will come now, we'll see. So when it is participating in a dream, there is a dream tiger, there is dream you. Your dream body is chased by a dream tiger. And you are running. Then you, out of fear, you are sweating and shouting. Wake up. Your body is pounding. Why? Pranamaya kosha is the connecting link between the gross body and the subtle body. So what all the subtle body experiences in the dream, it has its impact on the gross body. That is why some people will be talking in the dream, fighting with somebody. Don't talk to me like that. What do you think who you are? You're talking. What are they doing? You think there is somebody around them? No. The dream is talking, same thing comes out here. Pranamaya, speech. Understand? So pranamaya kosha, prana is the connecting link. Na atma bhavati is not me, the I, the consciousness. Why vikara? Why? Ganta aganta comes and goes in, gets out. Vayuvad antarvahischa, just like the air outside goes in the cave, comes out of the cave or goes anywhere, comes out. This prana goes in and comes out. Yasmat kinchit kwapi na vetti. This Vayu does not know anything. Jada, inert. Na vetti kinchit, doesn't know anything. Kwapi, anywhere. Does not know anything anywhere. Ishtam, anishtam. Something is good, something is bad. Doesn't know. Very nice. Somebody somewhere gives an example. The prana is breathing. Listen carefully. When you are sleeping in the night, your prana is active, going in and out. Now, the prana is jada, inert. Why? Because even though you are breathing, a thief comes to your house, stealing everything. The prana is going in and out, but you will not tell, hey, thief has come. Are you getting that? The pranavayu keeps you alive, but your pranavayu does not recognize anything, inert. It is, keeps you alive, but doesn't know anything. That is why it is unconscious. Who you are is conscious. Therefore you cannot be prana. Solid logic they bring you, solid logic. Because if you say you are prana, then prana should be able to see everything. Somebody is coming, somebody is going, ishtam, anishtam. Thief is coming. You don't have to look for the thief. He says, I know it. No. Prana doesn't recognize. Ishtam, anishtam. Nothing he knows. Swamba anyam kinchanam nitya paratantra. Swamba anyamba kinchana navetti. Neither he knows itself nor anybody else. Nitya paratantra. Always used by somebody. That is why you can do the pranayama. You can control your breathing. Slow, speedy, hold it, kumbhaka, puraka, outside, inside, you can hold it, do so many things with your prana activities. So that prana you cannot be. Neither the organs of action, they are also instruments to be used by you. You are not that. Okay? Having told this, now go to mind. This mind thing is mind-blowing. Such this mind, 3-4 verses, you please get it by heart. Read it nicely, get it by heart. It's so good. Jnanendriyani cha manascha manomayasyat kosho mamahamiti vastu vikalpa hetuhu sangyadiveda kalanam kalitambaliyan kalito tatpurvakosamabhipuryam vijrumbhate yaha jnanendriyani cha manascha manomayasyat kosho mamahamiti vastu vikalpa hetuhu sangyadiveda kalanam kalito baliyan tatpurvakosamabhipurya vijrumbhate yaha Just the introduction. This one you don't know. Next two verses, most powerful on the Bhagavad. In the mind, we shall see that now. Please see. Very beautiful. Watch out. Jnanendriyani cha manascha manomaya syat. See, you know all these in Tattvabodha classes, okay? 5 kosas, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya. Now 2 kosas are these. Now 2 kosas gone, Manomaya. These kosas are like your wardrobe. I, the Atma, the consciousness, myself, expressing myself through these 5 different sheaths. Food sheath, one expression. Vital air sheath, Pranamaya kosha, another expression. With Manomaya, we will see now another expression. Vijnana, another expression. Anandamaya, another expression. Just like your dress changes, your fields of experience changes. You want to go swimming, you put swimming trunk. You want to go play football, you put another uniform. You want to go walking, walking shoe. You are jogging, jogging shoe. You want to go for a dinner, formal dress. You want to go to sleep, sleeping gown. Different occasions. Are you getting that point? Just example. Different occasions, different dresses. When you put on the same dress for every occasion, you call him a poor man, no? Suppose a person puts on the same dress for every occasion, he is a poor man and also is inconvenienced. Do you know why people suffer? In today's generation, we have got one dress for all occasion. And what is that? Professional role. I am the engineer. I am the director. Rich man. One role. Everywhere you show it off. You talk to a friend. Should you talk to a friend as a friend or managing director? Should you talk to your wife as a wife? Should you talk to your husband as a husband? Or you should be the governor of the state? Should you talk to your children as father to children, mommy to children? Or you are the chief justice or the top officer? Do you know why people are suffering today? Because one dress for all occasions. What a headache. Physically, if you do that, nobody perhaps will mind it. Why? A poor thing cannot afford. Suppose you have got one pair of dress. Like people like us also. Wherever you go, same occur. Governor meeting also occur dress. Go for a walk also, same cloth. Go to temple, same cloth. Go anywhere, same cloth. No problem. Something a person can be poor. He has got one dress and you don't misunderstand. Why? Poor thing, you cannot afford, so what? Have you invited the dress or the person? Have you invited the dress or the person? Can you believe this? But people sometimes invite dress. Positions. They invite positions, not the people. They invite dresses. What nice dress you put on, what position, because your power is, are you getting that? Your position is your dress. You are dressed by the governor's position. Oh, governor is coming. Governor is coming or that man is coming. Governor never moves. Governor is a position. The man who is occupying the post of the position, occupying the post, that person is moving. And he should not think too much of himself. Why? One day he will be walking, position is not with him. Somebody else is moving. Are you getting that point, please? See, until today, suppose you are the governor of Reserve Bank of India. So in every note, your signature is there. I promise to pay the bearer on demand the sum of rupees 500, 1,000, 100, whatever your signature is there. Even while working also, even when you are the governor of Reserve Bank of India, you go for a shopping and you touch your pocket, your purse is forgotten. You have left your purse. Can you say, bring a piece of paper, I'll sign up. With your signature, there may be billions of rupees moving on the street, but your signature has no meaning in a shop. Because you are not the governor shopping. You are the son of your father, husband of your wife, brother of your brother shopping there. So give money or get arrested. That much people don't understand. That much they don't understand. The position they completely hold on to. I am the position. So the day you retire, you are dead. Because suddenly the fellow is useless. Nobody looks at him. So different occasions, different dresses. If you put on the same dress for every occasion, you will be inconvenienced. It's like with this uniform, I have to go for a dive. I went to that country, no, Australia, went to Cairns. In Cairns, there is a Great Barrier Reef. Great Barrier Reef is one of the wonders of the world. They take you some miles into the ocean. Then you stay in a mothership and there is a board, and then if you know swimming. If you don't know swimming, you can't get in. If you know swimming, you put on a trunk and take that and see that. Did you see that? The big fish coming to me, I was holding it. Suppose I put on this dress and go underneath, what will happen? The waves, the cold water, it will be terrible. So if you really want to swim, drop this, put on a fancy plastic or whatever that suit, very tight one, rubberized, cover your eyes, put your mouth into the, oxygen thing, then go underneath. Oh, another world. No, I cannot give up this dress, don't go there, it will not work. And in case you are forcing yourself to work, it's cold and everything, is inconvenienced. Different dresses, different occasions. See, think how beautiful. Waking, gross body. And the whole thing. Dream, forget the gross body. Enjoy with the dream body. Deep sleep, no body. But don't forget yourself in either of the state. Enjoy the waking, dream, deep sleep. Whole living you enjoy. Body goes, immortality you are. What more you want? The marvelous arrangement. How beautiful. Think of it. And there he says, Manomaya kocha, so sweet. Jnanendriyani cha manascha manomaya syat. So, Manomaya kosha, Jnanendriyani, with the 5 sense organs. You know the sense organs? Your ears, skin, eyes, tongue, nose, by which you hear, touch, see, taste, smell. Listen carefully. Now who hears? You hear or the ears hear? Come on. Resolve it now. Who hears? You hear or the ears hear? Huh? Are you getting that? Ears hear. You are conscious that the ears are hearing. And in case, in the aging process, ears cannot hear, you are still conscious that ears do not hear. That consciousness doesn't dim, the hearing capacity dims. Are you getting that? Your eyes see. Now the capacity of the eye is reduced. Consciousness doesn't dim. Consciousness always remains the same. Are you getting that point? So, no time you are hearing, touching, tasting. But what do I say? I hear, I cannot hear anymore. Crying. You can't hear or your ears can't hear. If that much difference you can make in life, your life will be different. My ears cannot hear. I am going to fix the ear. Fix it. That is why medical science must be developed. My eyes cannot see. So nice. That is why all round development. For every part there must be a department. Just like every organ has a department now. Heart, brain, kidney, every part. How can you have that? Don't you do that, building up a home? Somebody supplies cement, somebody rod, somebody is a carpenter, somebody concrete people, somebody scaffolding people, somebody mason, somebody one who is supplying the things. How many people are working? So like that. So many different departments on your physical body. So many different requirements of this physical body. So each sense organ also has one particular job to do. Together they build a building, all the workers. Together it makes you. But by chance, the sense organs lose their capacity. Don't despair. Fix it. Because you don't lose yourself because the ears lose their capacity. Our body is aging. That is why be happiness. You are the happiness all times. Sometimes convenience, sometimes inconvenience from the body standpoint, mind standpoint. Are you getting that point? Please see it very clearly. Okay. Kosamamahamiti vastu vikalpa hetuhu. This is your contemplation. Not simply being familiar with the words, but go to the meaning and see the message. How beautiful. Body innocent, prana innocent, karmendriya innocent, sense organs innocent. Understand? We'll see now. Sense organs, with the mind, perception takes place. Manaha, sense organs, makes it manomaya kosha, with the mind behind, the thought. So you see that, what is that mana? Koshamamahamiti vastu vikalpa hetu sangyadi veda kalana kalito baliyan. And this is the one, it creates every type of division. Sangyadi Veda Kalina Kalita Baliyan. Very strong with picking up different names, holding on to different types of concepts. Everything happens in your mind. Mind means what? There is the ahankar, the I thought comes. We'll see little later, just next verse. Okay? So your problems begin only at the level of the mind. Conflict, confusion, fear, anxiety, everything happens at the level of the mind. If your knee is paining, is the knee afraid? Huh? When your toe is aching, is the toe afraid? When the hunger comes, your stomach afraid? Body has no fear. Deho no janati. Not only it is not afraid, it doesn't enjoy either. Good food, who is enjoying? Body is enjoying. Neither body enjoys, nor the body suffers. You are enjoying, you are suffering through it. But this division comes in the mind level. How it comes, we shall see now. Okay? And this fills up, annamaya, manomaya fills the pranamaya, pranamaya fills the annamaya, like that. And what is that kosha? Read it. We shall see these two verses. Next two verses, out of the world. First start the next one, 168. Please read. Panchendriyai panchavireva hotruvi prachiyamano vishayajya dharaya jajulyamano bahuvasanendhanaihi manomayagni dahati prapancham. Panchendriyai panchabhireva hotruvi prachiyamano vishayajya dharaya jajulyamano bahuvasanendhanaihi manomayagnir-dahati prapancham. When you really read these verses, the apt use of the word, the poetry, the Sanskrit, the depth of the vision, you wish to, get into Shankara's head, that variety. It's so cute, absolutely fantastic. I know, just I'll translate it. When I translate, create the picture. This is a word picture, understand. This is a word picture. If you understand it, you can portray, picturize, visualize the whole thing inside you. And please see that and do that, okay? Don't try to understand, what is Panchendriyahi, 5 sansargas? Hey, stop it. Don't read like that. This, meaning and meaning makes you pedantic, some pedagogic, some teacher, student, useless. Information orientation, heavy-headed, but no fragrance in living. It's like a fellow who knows all the recipes but cannot cook anything. There was a dud like that. Everybody was given a book, cook the food. So one fellow, he is waiting. He has the book. Every saman is given. The pot, everything is given. The water, spices, oil, everything is given. So he is reading he has to just read the book and prepare the food. Everybody is busy cooking, finish the cooking and is still reading the book and waiting. So the examiner comes, what is happening? Why don't you cook? He says, but how to cook? He says, these ingredients, I am putting in every ingredient. He says, then put it on the fire. He said, but where is the fire? He said, you should strike the match. He said, but it's not written here, strike the match. The cook, you understand, that dud. There are some people who are that dumb. It must be written there also, strike the match, light the stove, then put the thing. To that gadhe, what can you teach? What, you understand? They're donkeys. Because you're looking for the right word, right meaning, Waste. You are a beautiful description. Please see how lovely. The whole picture. Panchendriyai panchabhireva hotrubhi. Imagine, listen. First listen, don't worry about writing. Now, because this picture is very clear there, you can write it down later on. I'll make the picture clear. Imagine, there are 5 priests. Pancha hotru, hota. There are 5 priests sitting down there. And what are they doing? Prachiyamano vishayajya dharaya. They are having 5, they are having enough ghee at their disposal. What is the job of a priest? This hota, a priest means what? The priest who is doing the ritual, fire ritual. The priest who is doing the fire ritual, he pours ghee. He brings the ghee and puts, where does it put? Into the fire. Okay. So now, listen. These 5 sense organs are 5 priests. Okay? All the sense-subject world, all the sounds, all the touches, all the sights, all the tastes, all the smells, They are like ghee. Okay? Now, who is engaging this priest? In the beginning there is nobody. Listen carefully. These sense object ghee are pulled by this priest, 5 sense organ priests. And what do? They bring that ghee onto themselves. They pour that ghee into the 5 sense organs. When it comes, you know what it does? See example. What it does? First it creates vasana. Vasana means what? Impression. Vasana nama bhogajanya samskara. When the sense object comes in touch with the sense organ, corresponding impression is created. Sound heard by the ear. The sound impression is created. Touches felt by the skin. Touch impression is created. Sight seen by the eyes. The sight impression is created. Taste tasted by the tongue. The taste impression is created. The smell smelt by the nose. The smell emotion, impressions are created. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. Once it is created, there comes now the yajamana, the I. I like it. I don't like it. Are you getting that point? As I told you, the free sample. The first experiences come free. Are you getting that? Sound, taste, touch. First impression, like a child. Are you getting that? Free. Now when this thought comes of first thoughts, the I builds up around it. I like it. When you say I like it, listen carefully. When you say I like it, now you don't wait for that sense object again to come to sense organ as it came in the first time. Now you take the sense organ to the sense object. Are you getting that work? Are you getting that work out? Few days back, somebody brought me a very nice powder. Very nice powder, which you can eat along with the rice. Just an example. I never knew it. I put it up with the rice and I tasted it. Oh, listen. Put the rice, innocent. Powder, innocent. Mixed up, innocent. Taste it, innocent. That impression remains. Beautiful taste. Now, do I wait for the person to again give me? Immediately find out where from he got it. What is the name of this rubbish? Where from he got it? Oh, so this is the name. Where from he got it? That's the supermarket. Hello. Immediately 10 rings. Hi, are you from Madras? Yes. Near your house. This is the place. And this particular powder is there. Can you send a ton? Are you getting that? The moment you get it, are you getting that? Now, the first experience came free sample. The thought came. Now this is vasana. Vasana nama bhogajanya samskara. Don't, as I told you again and again, don't criminalize vasana. Don't say vasana is wrong. Vasana is impression. Everybody will have vasana. There is nothing wrong. But when it's become problem? When I want to repeat. Oh, this powder, this podi. Oh, very good. Now who is telling that? Tongue is telling? I want. So this vasana becomes indhana. Vasana becomes indhana. Indhana means fuel. Vasana becomes the fuel. Now this fuel provides the fire of sense organs, which is like hota. The fire of sense organs. Oh no, don't say fire of sense organs. The sense organs, you are pushing the sense organs to bring the ghee of the sense object. Why? So that jajulyamana, your mind, manomaya agni prajwalati. Now the manomaya agni prajwalati. In your mind now the fire is set. The sense organ priests bringing the ghee of the sense object, fueled by the vasana, set the fire in the head. Are you getting that point, please? Are you getting or not getting? Just see how you set fire to your own life. You blame others. That is because that is what you are. That is how everybody is. What can I do? He only asked me to eat that fruit, you know. Oh, I see. You are such an innocent baby. Huh? I didn't want it. He only took me to movies. It's true. Very true. Listen carefully. See how the innocent thing becomes so complicated. The sense organs perceive the sense object. True to the perception, a thought takes place. And that thought is vasana, impression. After that begins the engagement. The I, the mind, individuality, mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankar, the I thought there, likes that one. So he says, again. So what do? You engage your sense organ to bring the sense object. Why? To create the sensation. When you create the sensation, understand, you engage your sense object to experience that sense object. You engage your sense organ to bring that sense object to enjoy the sensation that comes because of the Vishaya Indriya Samyoga. Sansparshaja Bhoga. What is Bhoga? Shankara Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita so beautifully. Sansparshaja Bhoga. Bhoga Sansparshaja. Sansparshat Jayate. Sensation is experienced because of the proximity, coming together of the sense organ and sense object. Sound and the ear, skin and the object of touch, eyes and the sight, tongue and the taste, nose and the smell. When they come together, sensation of various kinds. How many kinds? Million kinds. That is why you can lose yourself in one sensation. Music. How many varieties of tunes? Touches. Sights. Forget it. Billions. Tastes. And who is the top cook? Who can create new taste. I'll give you a new taste. Have you tasted this? I have tasted mango? Yes, I have tasted new mango. Have you tasted mango with the honey? Then what have you eaten? Have you eaten mango with the honey with the poli? What is mango with the honey with the poli? Have you eaten mango with the honey with the poli and a little rasmalai? Are you getting that? What is food? Combinations. Hundreds of combinations. New taste. Then what happens? Smell. Why perfume industry is ever expanding? New formulas. And you can lose yourself in one. So the sense organ, now the I thought, listen carefully, I thought, uses this fuel of impression, vasana, into which the sense organ priests bring the ghee of the sensation from the sense object world and pour into the fuel of vasana. Then what happens? Jajulyamano bahuvasanandanai manomaya agni dahati prapancham. This manomaya agni, this fire that is set in your mind, prapancham dahati, burns the whole world. Everybody is crazy. Imagine one crazy fellow can destroy everybody. There are 5 billion crazy people. How do you like this world? 5 billion crazy people. Not really. Because children, let us say 1 billion, they are not crazy. Incapacitated old people, they can only talk crazy, they can do things crazy. So they are also useless anyway, when you forget them. In between, this 10 to, nowadays, and 10, 15 to 55, 65, 70, that whole population of 3, 4 billions, what do? Drive everybody crazy. Manomaya agni jajulyamana dahati prapancham. Continuously you are on fire. Are you getting that how it happens? Your first experience as a child, object reaches the senses, you got the vasana. Very nice. One day your mommy makes the mistake of feeding you a chocolate. And after that, chocolate, McDonald's, KFC, only poli, Mysore pak. Are you getting that? What happens? That impressions, understand, the first impression, vasana is healthy. Are you getting that point? First impression, vasana is healthy. Why? It makes you knowledgeable. Because without that thought, can you be knowledgeable? Have you tasted mango? No. Why? That impression is not there. Taste it. Ah, this is very nice. That much is first thing. If you want to drive yourself crazy, I want it again, again. So what are you doing now? You are sending this priest of the sense organs to bring the ghee of the sense object to pour on the fuel of vasana, set fire by your desire. And then what happens? Manomaya agni prajwalati. So if you are on fire of a desire, who has set the fire? She. He. Do you think I am going to believe you? Auntie Joy, you don't say anything to the fellow. Because if you say other people are not responsible, he thinks you are not in his side. Right? So you simply keep quiet. All right, idiot, let him cool down, we'll talk about it. But the trouble is, when as a children, imagine, religious injunctions destroy you. This is the world and there is no other world. Enjoy happiness thoroughly, do everything possible. Or don't do anything. What a suffering with different types of conditionings. Instead of telling them how to enjoy, listen carefully. Instead of telling them how to enjoy, how to live life, either one extremist religion will say complete austerity, complete denial, or another fellow will say full indulgence. Who is better? Mindless indulgence or mindless denial? Both are stupid. You must know how to perceive, how to see, how to think, how to enjoy. Neither a mindless denial nor mindless indulgence. Mindless indulgence, fire, it burns you down. Mindless denial also, fire, burns you down. That is why those people become so rigid, so unhappy, so miserable. That is why such people, those who have denied everything in their life, they can never make others happy. They are competing among themselves as to who can deny more. So they will hate every type of perceptions. And the persons, those who are finding the pleasure in the so-called weakness of indulgence, they will be afraid of denial. And that is why when they grow old, they are afraid of old age, because no more indulgence possible. Suddenly the fellow becomes a dharmabhaka. Dharmabhaka means, like the Mitralava story. In the Panchatantra stories it comes. The tiger became very old. So suddenly he put a Rudraksha mala and a Kamandalu sitting down there. So all the animals are coming. And he says, see, now I'm old, I have taken sannyas. So animals will come to prostrate. Because now nobody will go there, no. When he was young, he was running. Now he is dharmabhaka. Dharmabhaka means the bagula, crane. The crane puts a mala and he sits in meditation. So you think the crane is in meditation. Meditation on what? On passing fish. And he never misses. This is your dharmabhaka. The fellow puts on the holy clothes, speaks the right words, but eyes, paisa, devotees, donkeys, how quickly I can grab. Dangerous people. Mindless denial is as stupid as mindless indulgence. That is why manomaya agni prajwalati. So please look at yourself. If your mind is on fire, ask yourself, how did you manage to do that? Yes, somebody might have suggested. That's why as a child, if you get wrong ideas, you can be destroyed. But once you grow up, you take a stock of everything that you have picked up. All ideas, all thoughts, all traditions, question them. Make an assessment, very intelligent assessment. Be yourself and see what it is. Manomajati prajwalati. When that prajwalati, when that is on fire, listen, when that fire of desire burns inside, can you keep quiet now? Crazy. You burn the whole world into dahati samur. Dahati prapancham. Prapancham dahati. With fire on your head, you scorch the whole world. Today there is cutthroat competition. Everybody wants same car, same house, same gold, same diamond. Competition, competition, competition. Dahati prapancham. The whole world is on fire. Previously, there are not many competitors. Are you getting that point, please? Previously, there are not many competitors. Now, suddenly life is very strugglesome. Why? Too much of struggle. Because too much of competition. So there is fire everywhere. Doesn't mean you drop out of it. You be happy with yourself and then learn how to use your mind, how to use your sense organs. Because when you go for the sense object, listen carefully, it is no more looking for happiness. Remember those first classes now. When the thought comes up, the first thought you got, impression, vasana. Very nice, good. Then by chance, unconsciously you say, I want it, I want it. For what? For happiness sake? Or for the object's sake? If you want for the object's sake, no problem. Happiness sake, problem. So when the thought comes up, that time you are losing sight of yourself. When the thought built up takes place. So you are not really missing the object, you are missing yourself. So when you get the object, you are going back to yourself. When you recognize that, then you very successfully, you can go for any object you like, but no more you are burnt by it. That is why, beautiful example traditional they say, like Dagdha Vijavat. Dagdha Bija means like a roasted seed. Have you seen the roasted seed? Groundnuts, roasted groundnuts. They look like groundnuts, not they look like, they are groundnuts, but they cannot germinate anymore. Once you roast it, do they germinate? These desires, when they are roasted in the fire of the knowledge, it looks like a desire, expresses like a desire, but doesn't burn you anymore. Why? Because it doesn't germinate. Dagdha Vijavat. Not that there is no desire. Desire is there. Are you getting that point? If you are looking for happiness there, then it will destroy you. But you do it for its own sake. It doesn't matter. Why do you want food? Sustains me. Not there? Great. Available? Fantastic. Why do you want this dress? Comfortable. Cannot afford? Excellent. But you can have 10 dresses. That's also okay. Happy with yourself. When you are working for it, looks like as though you are desiring, craving. No. When such a person goes for it, it looks like a craving for the outside person. But there is no germination. I will give an example to make it clear. Only you can see for yourself with what attitude you go. Others will not know. There is a movie. Think. There is a movie. You have already seen. Think. You have already seen. You are satisfied. You don't want to go anymore. But a friend comes and asks, can you come with me? For friend's sake, you go there. Okay? Listen. For the friend's sake, you go to the movie again. People who see, will they understand that you have already seen and coming for the friend's sake? What they will think? As much they are crazy, these two fellows are also crazy. They are coming crazy for the movie. How will they know one who is coming just to give companionship? Does anybody ever know? The test is, you go for the movie. And that is the day, after 20 minutes, is a huge blackout. Electricity cut, even their generator doesn't work. They refund the money and everybody goes back. Who will be disappointed? The friend who is going for the first time, he will be disappointed. Who has already seen, what shall he say? Tomorrow you can come. Very cool. Why? Yesterday he has already seen. The person who is happy with himself, but is going with somebody, why? Let us do it. Okay. Could not do it, it's all right. But that fellow is disappointed. Why? Because he is looking for happiness. He has already found happiness. Are you getting that point, please? Do you understand? You can go with anybody and everybody to any extent. When other person will be disappointed, you shall have no disappointment. Who shall know it? Only you can know it. Nobody else can know it. That is why, whether you are going out of a freedom or a need, only you will know. The other person shall tell you what? As much he is in need, that much you are also much in need. I am not. I don't have the need. Then why are you coming? What are you talking? I have to live my life, so I do it. Finish. Cannot do? Cannot. That is why the people feel threatened in life. Are you getting that point? So when you know how to, not to. In all these places, all these new age books, they'll tell you how to do this, how to do that. But the real vision is not there. Common sense thing. Oh, if you look happiness there, you shall be disappointed. Go out of happiness. But where is the happiness? The fellow will say, go out of happiness. Be happy and go. But how? How to be happy first? That I am the happiness has to be revealed. Then only. That is why I told you, there is no practical Vedanta. Vedanta means practical. When you know that you are happiness itself, you know how to negotiate with the sense-object world, thought world, vasana world. So nothing is criminalized, nothing is slandered, nothing is, looked down upon, nothing is dismissed. Everything is beautiful. I'm happy with myself, happy with the whole universe. So if you do not see this fire will burn, and what does it do? Need the next line. Nahyastya vidya manasotirikta manohya vidya bhavavanda hetu tasmin vinashte sakalam vinashtam vijrumbhitesmin sakalam vijrumbhate. When we studied that, I remember and still remember. It's beautiful. Nahyastya vidya manasotirikta manohya vidya bhavavanda hetu tasmin vinashte sakalam vinashtam vijrumbhitesmin sakalam vijrumbhate. Get it by heart. Understand and get it by heart. Nahyastya vidya manaso atirikta. Manasaha atirikta avidya nasti. There is no ignorance other than the mind. Understand? There is no ignorance other than the mind. Manohi avidya. The mind itself is ignorance. Are you getting that point? Mind is ignorance means what here? When you say manaha, it means ahankara. That interpretation has to be given. Because when you say mind wants, listen carefully, who wants this laddu? Or who wants this smell? Who wants the taste? Who wants this sight? Who wants this man or woman? Who wants this touch? Who wants this sound? Mind only wants it. Mind wants it or I want it? Come on. How can mind want? It's like telling the car wants to go to the temple. Huh? The car wanting to go to temple. Body wants to eat laddu. Mind is what? Thought. Huh? Thoughts want anything? Listen. Thoughts want something, or through the thought you want something. Are you getting that point, please? Are you getting that mechanism? Do you get that mechanism? Thoughts do not want anything. Through the thought, I want it. That is why, if the thoughts are not there, the I cannot want. Can you want unknown things? Huh? The things that you do not know, meaning thought is not there. Desire, please. Come on, desire. Swamiji, I am struggling nowadays. Why? I really desire something. What is that? I don't know. Huh? That is the paityam, full paityam. I am really disturbed by a desire. And what is that? I don't know. Huh? A thought, are you getting it? The thought doesn't disturb. I am engaging the thought. And this I is the avidya, ignorance. If you read all commentaries, heavy commentary on mind is like this, mind is like that, mind, mano, avidya. You must know, when an idea is put, what is pointed out. A word is just a messenger. There is a message. Every time when you say mana, he can't be mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, all the four together. How can you say all the time all the four things together? You have told once, thereafter refer and pass on. Manasatirikta avidya nasti. There is no ignorance other than the mind. When it's a mind, means other than the I thought. Why? Because Manoya vidya bhavavandha hetu. This I thought is the avidya, ignorance. Ignorance is not a problem. Listen carefully. Ignorance is not a problem. I am ignorant is a problem. Right or wrong? So where is the mind now? Are you getting that? Death is not a problem. I am dying. Poverty is not a problem. I am poor. Riches have no arrogance. I am rich. Position has no arrogance. I am the managing director. I see. Understand. Just think. Manoya vidya means I. Ignorance is not a problem. I am ignorant. I thought. And this I thought, please see how it picks up this vasana, the impression, this thought, and pushes the sense organ through the body to the sense object. Do you see the mechanism? Sit down one day and see for yourself. I feel like going to the movie or a temple, something. What does it feel like going? Who is feeling? Legs. Legs feel like going to temple today. My legs are shaking from the morning. Why? They want to walk to the temple. Eyes are going crazy. Why? They want to see movies. Do they? Neither your eyes, nor your legs, nor your body. A thought comes up. Today is Girivalam. There will be so many shops are there. Nice to look at these shops. But if I say, going to see the shoppings, Swamiji will say, no. Girivalam? Yes. So, can I go to Girivalam? But where shall I go? Shopping only. You understand the smartness? Nobody wants to do any mischief, Suppose that's why the office people, and they say, where are you going? I want to go to Ayapa. I want to go to Ayapa temple. So, dharmic reason, no. If you say no means you are being bad. And why are you going to go there? I want to escape from the office for 10 days. They will not say that. If you tell, I want to escape from office for 20 days, can you give me leave? Nobody will give you. But if you say, hospital leave, religious reason leave, go. But why are you taking that leave? To escape from the office only. But if you say the right reason, nobody will give you the leave. Strange. Look at how we cheat ourselves. A thought comes up. Movie. Now, I am restless. How will I see? The body has to go there. The eyes must take it. So, I must take this body with my eyes to the object. And listen to music. Take your body to that place where the music is there. Touch. Take that place to there. So, you organize everything for your body to reach that place of music, place of touch, place of taste, place of smell. That is how the movement begins. Why? I want to be happy with those sensations. The more you repeat, the impressions become stronger and stronger and stronger. How many times you have repeated your food, a particular food that you have been eating from childhood? That is why these habits, practices are so strong. South Indian food, North Indian food, European food, American food, Thai food, Chinese food, Japanese food, Ethiopian food, Mexican food. What does it mean? They are all same food stuff. Prepare indifferently. Potatoes, greens, but different spices, different ways of preparation. You go crazy for the vegetable or taste? Mexican food or Mexican taste? Come on. Chinese food or Chinese taste? Japanese food or Japanese taste? KFC? Chicken or the taste of the chicken? What are you looking for? Chicken anywhere available. Potato anywhere available. No, potato wedges from KFC. That potato wedges. Why? Oh, that's taste. That's what it is. So what drives you crazy now? Taste. How that taste is created? How does taste remain so strong, ingrained in you? Repeating, 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 repeating. While repeating, listen carefully. So what should I do now? When now you are enjoying, suppose you have such a strong sense of enjoyment, listen carefully. You shall know how to get out just like that. Suppose you have got a very strong sense of enjoyment that really gives you happiness. A sound or a touch or a taste or a smell. Now consciously go into the most powerful sensation, whichever one you like. The music or a touch or a taste or a smell. And while listening to it, be conscious for a moment. What are you enjoying? The taste of it or being with yourself? The touch of it, the sight of it, the smell of it, or being with yourself? Being with myself, my God. So the same taste that binds you now suddenly releases you. That's why in Tantra literature they say, the ladder by which you can climb, the same ladder using you can come down. Do you need one to come and one to come down? Same one which takes you up, same one can bring you down. The ground on which you have fallen, holding on to same ground you can get up. Can you hold on to space and get up? So the same sense object, the same thing which has given you sensation, and because of your unconscious behavior, ignorance, you are tied down, consciously use it, get out. See for yourself. Why? Manohoya vidya. This ahankara, I thought is avidya. Bhavavanda hetu. It is the bhavavanda hetu. Cause of the samsara, bhavavandha, bondage of the samsara is not a bondage. I get myself bound by the samsara. Object is not a bondage. I get bound by the bondage. The ordinary religious discourse is what? This is Kamini, Kanjan, woman, gold, they are any sense pleasure, they are all bondage. They are all bondage. Or you are getting yourself tied down there. Take the responsibility. Bhavavandayetu. Who is that ahankara? Tasmin vinaste sakalam vinashtam. When the I, this ignorance is gone. Ignorance about what? Ignorance about myself. Who is this I? Aham pratyaya gochara. The meaning of the word I. Remember that statement. Do you eat bread or meaning of the word bread? Meaning of the word. Do you drink word water or meaning of the word water? Meaning of the word water. Should you use the word I? Should it be the word I or meaning of the word I? Meaning of the word I. Because I is my name. This is nasha, ignorance goes. Nothing happens. Only shift. Previously I was giving importance to the name. Now I am with the nameless, but using the name. If nothing is a bondage, can the I be a bondage? Huh? If sansarga is not a bondage, sense object is not a bondage, can the word I be a bondage? How can a word be a bondage? If you see the meaning, it's not a bondage. If you repeat the meaning, it's a bondage. That is why repeat. Simply repeat soham, am Brahman, what will happen? You can repeat for a million years, nothing will happen. The parrot also repeats. That's why most theologies, only this God, bang, nothing other than this God only. Oh. 1 million people, if they chant that wrong word for a million years, will they be released? But people think, since million people are believing, it must be true. You are getting that? There are certain religious theologies. Oh, this religion has got the largest following in the world. Yes, ignorance has the largest following in the world. Ignorance has the largest following. Sun is moving. Billions of people say, yes, that must be true. That much for theology. Earth is flat. Yes. Ask every child. Earth is round or flat? More children than the adults. And all the children say earth is flat. So, it must be flat, right? There are some grown-up babies who behave in the same way. Million people, organized way, if they chant the lies, the lie will not be false truth. It is false. That is why truth does not depend upon the number. Truth is not a number game. Organization is a number game. That's why organized religions are mostly dependent on the number game. How many people? Why? They can control democracy also. More people, they will control it. I mean, it's such a despicable, silly idea. This is where the fence eating the tree, the protector turning to be the destroyer. Please, so religion has become so devastating. Anyway, nahyastya vidya manasotir tasmin vinaste shakalam vinashtam vijrumbitesmin shakalam vijrumbate. When that comes up, everything comes up. You go to sleep. In ignorance stage, what happens? You go to, as long as you are, when your mind is, ahankar, the mind, they now go to sleep. What happens? Tasmin binaste. Saka, in the deep sleep state, is sleep. Everything is asleep. Vijrumbitesmin comes up, everything comes up. That is because in deep sleep, ignorance does not go. Ignorance is in a potential state. Are you getting that point? In deep sleep, ignorance is in a potential state. There is nothing but a potential state. Same thing happens in 1,000 people singing, 1,000 people doing something, 1,000 people singing, chanting. What are you doing? Making your mind inactive for half an hour. Breathing for half an hour. So keeping my mind is very steady. When I do this pranayam, my mind is very, very steady. True, it's good. You forget everything for some time. Vijrumbite means sakalam vijrumbite. The mind remains, the fellow who was fighting, now you have artificially paralyzed it. Because if you're breathing, slowing down, mind also slows down. Hold your breathing, mind holds up. Vayurodhanat manasa leenam bhavati. Ramana Maharshi says, no? Vayurodhanat leena manasam. When you hold the vayu, manasam leena bhavati. Nan nashtam yati. Eka chintanat nasameti. Leenam bhavati. Leenam bhavati. Leenaha manaha punar avirbhavati. That which is going to sleep again will come back. Ekachintanat, when you know yourself, oneness, nasamyeti, never to return again. That is why most of these so-called practices are fine escapades. Let's say deep sleep state, 7 hours you go into sleep, you don't come back wise. Half an hour forgetting is not going to solve your problem. That's why ahankar must be known. Tasmin vinaste sakalam vinastam. Vinashta means when you know the ahankara, ignorance is gone, you know yourself, it comes back. And such, when the ignorance is gone, it never comes back again. But if ignorance is in potential, are you getting that? When ahankara is gone, meaning, ahankara, you see the meaning of the word I, you will never be confused by the word I again. But if the I goes to sleep, it will come back again. While listening to Vedanta, very nice, I is sleeping, because being entertained. I am the Absolute, I am the Brahman, oh, it's wonderful. Then you come back and become arrogant fellow outside. I am the Absolute, I am the Brahman. What do you think of me? I am the Absolute, I am the immortal. That is where devotees are little more, you can talk to them. Because the fellow always thinks, I am a useless, God only takes care of it. That fellow you can handle. But this fellow, I am infinite, absolute, what do you think of me? So you are the only one infinity. But who can argue with him? Understand? Listen, friends. When I say I am educated, I can make you feel you are uneducated. When I say I am rich, I can make you feel you are poor. Listen carefully. When I say poor, I may make you feel flattered you are rich. When I say I know the Prime Minister, I may make you feel you are stupid, you don't know anybody. That is why other people don't like it when you drop names, because that makes them feel superior or inferior. When I say I am happiness, it doesn't threaten anybody. Do you know why? As much I am the happiness, that much you are the happiness. I am free, that much you are also free. That is why there is no sense of inferiority, superiority. Everybody is beautiful. So if you really know how to teach, how to be, everybody is beautiful. So ahankar, I thought, see that very clearly. The meaning of it you see, no thought is a problem anymore. Neither your sense organs, your sense object, your body, your organs of action, the whole creation, everything becomes a blessing. Living is a blessing. Okay? We'll see more of it later on. Please chant this verse again. Close your eyes. Nayastya vidya manaso tirikta manoya vidya bhavavanda hetu tasmin vinaste sakalam vinastam vijrumbitesmin sakalam vijrumbate tasmin vinaste sakalam vinastam vijrumbitesmin sakalam vijrumbate. There is no ignorance other than the I. I thought is ignorance. You see the root of it, the meaning of the word I. Nothing touches you anymore. But if you don't know the meaning and simply repeating, when you go to sleep, there will be no problem. But when you wake up, again everything comes back. So after half an hour, chanting, singing, so-called meditation. If you are returning to problem, you are not being with yourself, you are just sleeping for half an hour. When you are with yourself, no more a problem appears to be a problem. Just see that.